You know what's wild? Some of the stuff we use every single day was never meant to be used the way we use it now. I'm talking about inventions that were created for one purpose, but ended up changing the world in totally unexpected ways. You probably use some of these without even thinking about it. But once you hear their original purpose, your mind is going to be blown. So buckle up. This is going to be a ride through history, science, war, accidents, and some happy mistakes. Let's start with one you definitely have in your kitchen right now. Number 1, the microwave oven. Believe it or not, the microwave wasn't invented for heating food. It was a complete accident. Back in 1945, a guy named Percy Spencer was working on radar technology for the military. He was testing a magnetron. That's the thing that generates microwaves for radar systems. And suddenly, the chocolate bar in his pocket melted. Instead of freaking out, he got curious. He placed popcorn kernels near the device, and boom, they popped. He tried an egg next. It exploded. That's when he realized microwaves could cook food. It took a few years to turn that discovery into a usable kitchen appliance. But now, almost every home has one, all because a guy had a snack in his pocket. Number 2, Listerine, from floor cleaner to mouthwash. Yeah, that burning mouthwash you swish around? It started out cleaning floors and wounds. In the 1800s, Listerine was invented as a surgical antiseptic. It was also used to clean operating rooms and kill foot fungus. Later, it was sold as a cure for dandruff and even as a deodorant. It wasn't until the 1920s that marketers got the idea to promote it as mouthwash, and they made up the term halitosis to scare people into thinking they had bad breath. The product didn't change, just the purpose did. Number 3, bubble wrap, not made for packing things. This one's going to surprise you. Bubble wrap was originally invented as wallpaper. 2 engineers, Alfred Fielding and Mark Chavon, created it in 1957. They sealed 2 shower curtains together to make a textured wall covering. Turns out, no one wanted bumpy plastic on their walls. But the idea was too good to toss away. They kept experimenting and eventually realized it made the perfect material for protecting fragile items during shipping. Now it's used globally, and let's be honest, everyone loves popping it. Number 4, Coca-Cola, a medicine with a buzz back. In 1886, a pharmacist named John Pemberton invented Coca-Cola as a cure for headaches and morphine addiction. The original formula included cocaine from coca leaves and caffeine from cola nuts, hence the name. It was sold as a nerve tonic at pharmacies. People drank it to feel more awake and less depressed. Eventually, the cocaine was removed, and the drink evolved into the sugary soda we all know today. But yeah, your favorite fizzy drink started off as a drugstore remedy. Number 5, Play-Doh, not just for kids. Play-Doh is in nearly every kindergarten class now, but it wasn't made for kids at all. In the 1930s, it was a product used to clean soot off wallpaper. Homes with coal heaters would get black gunk on the walls, and this soft, putty-like material helped wipe it off. But when heating methods changed, sales dropped hard. One of the inventor's relatives realized kids loved playing with it, and just like that, it became a toy. They removed the detergent, added fun colors and scents, and rebranded it as Play-Doh. Today, over 3 billion cans have been sold. Not bad for a failed cleaning product. Number 6, super glue, a wartime mistake. Super glue wasn't supposed to be glue. During World War II, scientists were working on materials for clear plastic gun sights. One of the chemicals they tested, cyanoacrylate, stuck to everything. It was a disaster in the lab. But later they realized this disaster could actually be useful. It could bond almost anything in seconds. In the Vietnam War, medics even used it to close wounds quickly on the battlefield. Today we use it to fix broken mugs, shoes, and almost everything else. All because a chemical that was too sticky turned out to be incredibly handy. Number 7, Viagra, from chest pain to bedroom fame. This one might be the most famous accidental invention of all. In the 1990s, researchers were testing a drug for heart problems, especially chest pain caused by blocked arteries. But during trials, male participants reported a very unexpected side effect. The chest pain treatment wasn't doing much for their hearts. But it was boosting something else. Pfizer quickly shifted focus. Viagra was born, and now it's one of the most well-known medications in the world, from failed heart medicine to a cultural icon. Number 8, treadmills. Not for fitness. Treadmills might be part of your morning routine now, but originally they were punishment. Back in the 1800s, British prisons used treadmills to punish inmates. The prisoners would walk for hours, turning a huge wheel that sometimes powered mills or pumped water. It was meant to exhaust them and discourage bad behavior. Eventually, someone got the idea to use the same concept for exercise. Now it's part of gyms, workouts, and homes everywhere. Kind of ironic, right? Something made to punish is now used to stay healthy. Number 9, Vaseline, from oil rigs to medicine cabinets. In the mid-1800s, workers on oil rigs noticed a jelly-like substance building up on machinery. They called it rod wax. It was a nuisance. But a chemist named Robert Chesebro noticed the workers were using it on cuts and burns, and it was helping. So he took it, purified it, and branded it as Vaseline. Today, it's used for everything from skincare to healing wounds, all thanks to a weird goo found on oil rigs. Number 10, cornflakes made to control desires. This one's more strange than useful. Dr. John Kellogg, the guy behind cornflakes, wasn't trying to make a delicious breakfast cereal. He actually believed spicy and flavorful food increased sexual desire. So he created bland, boring food to fight unhealthy urges. Yes, really. Cornflakes were part of that plan. They were made to be as plain as possible. Of course, people eventually added sugar, fruit, and milk, and turned them into a breakfast staple. But the original goal? A far cry from what we eat today. Number 11, high heels, for warriors not worn on runways. You think high heels were made for fashion? Nope. They were made for war. Back in 10th century Persia, horseback warriors wore heeled shoes to help keep their feet in stirrups during battle. Think of it like ancient stirrup tech. Later, European aristocrats adopted the look, not because it was practical, but because it screamed wealth and power. King Louis XIV even wore red heels as a status symbol. It wasn't until centuries later that high heels became part of women's fashion. Today, they're a fashion icon, but they started as battle gear for men. Number 12, credit cards. Meant for one restaurant, now used for everything. Credit cards are now how most people buy stuff: groceries, gas, online orders. But they didn't start as a banking invention. In 1949, a man named Frank McNamara went to dinner and forgot his wallet. Super embarrassing. So he came up with the idea of a charge card that could be used at that one restaurant, just so people didn't have to carry cash. That idea became the Diners Club card. It was meant for restaurant tabs only, but banks saw the potential. Now, they're used for everything from coffee to car rentals, and you earn points while you're at it. From one awkward dinner to a global finance revolution. Number 13, the internet built for nuclear war, now for memes. We use the internet for everything now: shopping, scrolling, streaming, and sending memes. But its original purpose? Dead serious. In the 1960s, the US military wanted a way to keep communication alive in case of a nuclear attack. They created ARPANET, a decentralized communication system, so no single strike could shut it all down. That system grew, got shared with researchers, then universities, then businesses. Fast forward, and now you're probably watching this video because of that same network. From Cold War survival plan to Cat Video Central. Number 14, toothpaste. Originally a fancy powder for wealthy Egyptians. Brushing your teeth with minty gel? Totally normal, but ancient toothpaste was not. Thousands of years ago, Egyptians used crushed eggshells, ashes, and pumice to clean their teeth. Later on, the Greeks and Romans added things like oyster shells and charcoal. Yikes. But in the 1800s, toothpaste was sold more like a luxury face scrub, a powder used for polishing teeth during special occasions. It wasn't until the 1900s that toothpaste was marketed for everyday hygiene. Now it's in every bathroom, but it started as a gritty polish for elite smiles. Number 15, Crocs, made for boats, worn by everyone. Crocs. Love them or hate them, they're everywhere. But those weird foamy clogs weren't made for fashion or comfort. They were originally designed in 2002 as non-slip boating shoes. The material was perfect for wet docks and fishing decks. Light, waterproof, and grippy. Then, the internet got involved. People found them ridiculously comfy and somehow stylish in a quirky way. Now they're on red carpets, fashion runways, and feet around the world. From boat deck safety gear to your weekend go-to. Number 16, cardboard boxes, originally made for hats. Cardboard boxes are now everywhere. Online orders, packaging, moving day, you name it. But their first purpose? Fancy hats. In the 1800s, hat makers used thick paperboard to protect top hats during shipping. That stiff paper, early cardboard, was strong, lightweight, and cheap. Eventually, someone realized, hey, this could carry anything. So they folded it, shaped it, and boom, the box industry was born. From high fashion to home deliveries. Number 17, Q-tips, invented for baby care, now used for everything else. In the 1920s, Q-tips were made for cleaning baby skin around the eyes, ears, and nose. But now, people use them for makeup, electronics, cleaning crevices, art projects, and, even though you shouldn't, ears. From baby wipes to tiny multi-tool. Number 18, Epsom salt, not made for baths. You've probably dumped Epsom salt into a hot bath to relax sore muscles. Feels amazing, right? But originally, Epsom salt was used as a laxative. In the 1600s, people drank the salty water from natural springs in the English town of Epsom. It had magnesium sulfate, which, well, helped things move along. Later, someone realized it also relaxed muscles when soaked into the skin. Now it's used in foot soaks, spa treatments, even gardening. From toilet time to tub time. Number 19, X-rays, once used for shoe fittings. Today, X-rays help doctors see broken bones, lung issues, and more. It's a vital medical tool. But in the early 20th century, department stores used X-ray machines for something completely different. Fitting shoes. Customers, mostly kids, would step into a wooden box with a screen to see how well the shoes fit. Turns out, regular radiation exposure, not the best for growing feet. From shoe sales gimmick to life-saving medical imaging. Number 20, pencils, made for marking sheep, not writing poems. We think of pencils as tools for writing stories and doing homework, but early graphite sticks weren't used for writing at all. They were used to mark livestock. In 16th century England, farmers discovered a black mineral, graphite, in the ground. It made strong, dark marks, perfect for identifying sheep. Only later did people realize it could also be shaped into wooden sticks and used for writing. So yeah, the ancestor of your number 2 pencil used to draw on sheep. Number 21, QWERTY keyboard, made to slow you down. Most of us use QWERTY keyboards every day. But did you know this layout wasn't made to be fast? It was created to slow people down. In the 1870s, early typewriters jammed if people typed too quickly. So the QWERTY layout was designed to spread out commonly used letters and prevent jams. Now it's a universal standard, even though we're not using typewriters anymore. From hardware workaround to tech tradition. Number 22, texting, created for engineers, not emojis, SMS. Texting was invented in the 1980s as a tool for engineers to send short system alerts to each other across cell networks. It was never meant for public use. The first text? Merry Christmas, sent in 1992, just a demo. Then teens got a hold of it, and now we text more than we talk. From tech testing to typing LOL 1,000 times a day. And that's it. Mind-blowing inventions with unexpected paths. It's amazing what everyday things were originally made for. If you enjoyed this, leave a like, drop a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. There's a lot more coming. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.